All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do it well. And salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that are pushing this word with truth, sincerity, and charity, and risk your lives to do so. And today I want to get into this lesson. I'm going to title it, Wisdom is a Defense. All right, because in these last days that we're coming into, the only thing that's going to keep us protected, all right, anyone protected for that matter, which is chiefly the elect, is wisdom. Okay, having this wisdom, this knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because if you do not have that, the Lord is not going to protect you. The Lord is not going to deliver you from the danger and the perils that are to come. Because we're about to enter into Jacob's trouble, a timeline never before. Esau, the so-called white man, coming down with that great wrath, enforcing his NWO, as many other kings and rulers did in the past, in the past lives, man, and those that do not bow down to their ways and their philosophies and their morals, you will be cut down. All right, and the only way to be protected by that is having this wisdom that comes from this Holy Bible and the understanding of it. So any further ado, I'm going to jump into it. Hey, as it says in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the Lord loves none but those that dwell with wisdom. If you're not dwelling with wisdom, the Lord does not love you. He hates you, and you will be destroyed. And yes, the Lord hates. This is Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. So wisdom is chief. Wisdom is first. Therefore, get wisdom. So we should be getting wisdom. We should be seeking wisdom from the mouth of the prophets. Amos, let me just read it. Because the Lord himself is not going to come down and start speaking to you and breaking down his Bible and give you understanding. He's doing that through his men, through the prophets who you see out there in the highways and byways, chiefly our elders and apostles of Great Millstone and those that teach the like-minded doctrine. So this Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So through the servants, the prophets, is how the people get the understanding. It's how the people get the wisdom, the knowledge, the breakdowns of this Bible, what to do in these last days, which is to keep faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai no matter what befalls you, and walk uprightly, walk in righteousness, fight for righteousness, and the Lord will fight for you. But if you fall under that pressure, you will be destroyed. If you go and take Esau Edom's ways, which is the MOTB, following after his way of life and being down with his way of life, okay, the alphabet gang, being a part of the system, you're going to be destroyed by the Lord. Even though that you may save your life for a small amount of time, the Lord is going to get you at the end of the day. None escape his hand. Luke 1:70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. So the Lord has always spoken by the mouth of his prophets. That's how we get the understanding. That's how we get the wisdom. So you have to hearken unto the men that the Lord have set up on the earth. So I'm going to read this again, Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is chief. Therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. So with the wisdom, you have to get the understanding behind it. All right, this word is the wisdom. These laws, statutes, commandments, what the Lord has commanded of us to do is the wisdom. But you have to get the understanding behind it, which is through the prophets. Deuteronomy 4:6. 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So we are to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Okay, and a bowing down to Esau and following after another god, because that's ultimately what it is. You take that MOTB, you're bowing down to another god. Just like in the time of Nebuchadnezzar, when he set up the golden image, all nations were to fall before them when they heard the music and bow before that image. But the only ones that didn't was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And what? Their lives were tested. Their integrity was tested for not doing that. But that's in the commandments. That's in the law. We are not to bow to any other gods. Nothing besides Yahweh Shem Al Shai. And bound to that God comes with philosophies. It comes with a way of life. It comes with breaking the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So it says, and what in that situation their lives were saved. So we gotta remember these old accounts, these ancient accounts that were left for us to learn from, and we have to learn from it, and we have to apply these things to our lives in these last days. So it says, verse 6, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom. So we are to keep them, we are to do them. For this is your wisdom, so this is wisdom, and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people, having that understanding to know that you are to do these things. You are to apply these things to your life no matter what is going on. Okay, no matter what Esau is coming with, and we still have to apply that wisdom. We still have to move with the understanding of this Bible and not bow down to what he's coming with. His wisdom is truly a defense for us. So, let me see if there's any more in this Proverbs. I think that was a point. Yeah, so let me get this. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, which is what the title, which is where the title comes from. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So having this wisdom is the ultimate defense in these last days, because it's going to cause us to save our lives. All right, it's going to save our lives in these last days, man. So we have to apply these things and walk as our forefathers once walked, not following the ways of this world, the ways of the heathen, but following the ways of our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, that's where true life comes from, this wisdom. Moving on your own vibration and your own standard will get you destroyed. As it says in Proverbs 3 and verse 5. Let me just read it. We cannot move on our own vibration. We got to move on a vibration and the wavelength of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We get out of that, hey, your life is in danger, in great danger. This is Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. And that's what it's all about, fearing the Lord. Moving in that faith. Well, if I do this, I'm gonna be destroyed. You know, if I do that, I'm gonna be destroyed. Let me stay on this one straight path and follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Al Shai. Follow what he's saying. Follow what the prophets are saying, and your life will be saved. Okay. But if you move in your own mindset and think, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to go and round up all these guns, round up all these people to fight against Esau. When he comes in like a flood, hey, you're going to fail. You're going to be destroyed. There are many people who have tried that and they have lost that battle. But when you stay strong and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, even if it's just you alone, the Lord is going to fight for you. It says what? Sirach 4 and 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh shall fight for thee. So you got to strive for the truth. You got to strive for wisdom. You got to fight to stay righteous. You got to fight to hold on to this wisdom. And the Lord is going to fight for you. He's going to defeat all of our enemies. You know? But we got to stay near to this wisdom. Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. So this wisdom and this knowledge is going to keep us stable. It's going to keep us grounded. Then when you go into the root word and the Hebrew, right, to Amawan, right, goes into faith. Having that faith. So it's going to keep us faithful unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because we have seen all of the accounts of what our forefathers have went through. Right, what they did in a time of judgment, Elijah was fed by a raven. In the time of famine, you know, he what was it, I forgot exactly what it was, but it continued to refill. You know, his food continued to refill, man. It never went out for about 3 years. You know, it just continued to refill, and the woman who took him into the house, she ate, and her son ate. So those that trust in Yahweh Shema Shai and lean onto his ways, have faith in him, they are stable. You know, they are stable, and they're gonna be delivered, man. And Yahweh Shai is that rock. He's that stony ground, you know. But if you go outside of Yahweh Shai, it's like you building your house on sand, and then you're gonna fail. You're gonna fall. Leaning towards anything else is failure. Leaning on Esau Edom is complete and utter failure. Leaning on yourself is complete and utter failure. Yahweh Shema Shai is the only way. It says, I read it again, Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble. So if you want to be stable in that day, you want to be protected in that day, you got to trust in the wisdom and knowledge that the Lord has left for us. You can't move in a carnal, fleshly mindset, man. You will be destroyed. It says, in strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So that's the strength of our salvation. You get outside of that, you will not get salvation. But if you stay in the right path, trusting in the Lord, moving in what he has told us to do, hey, you're going to be delivered. You're going to be protected. As long as you keep that faith until the very end. And the fear of the Lord is that is our treasure, man. And we're going to be able to cash out in that day. Because the Lord's going to come through for us. Hey, as it said in that Ecclesiastes 7:12, money is a defense. You know, hey, you can have money in these times. Hey, it's a defense. You can get out of jams. You have a crib over your head. You have a car. You know, whatever. And you can put food in your belly. It's a carnal defense, and it's good to have money, but it's not going to help you in these last days. The true treasure is this wisdom and knowledge, the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's what true treasure is. I'm gonna be able to use that in these last days, man. Store something that's stored up for future use. Carnality is not gonna help us. This Proverbs 10:2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. So having that righteousness, our lives are going to be saved. Us moving as Yahweh Shema Shai told us to do, that's going to cause us to be delivered. That's going to cause us to be saved. But following after this world, and doing the things as these people are doing, man, like chasing the bag, trying to get rich, trying to get noticed by these people, is not going to profit you anything. You're going to lose your life. Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed, but he that feared the commandment shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. So we got to move out as our forefathers once did. Return to those old paths. Be like them. And Daniel the 6th chapter, you know, the Chaldeans, they came against Daniel and tried to persecute him and set up a law with Darius, the King Darius, and pretty much tried to get him consumed by those lions, man, because he wouldn't do as the decree said, you know, not to pray or, you know, make a petition to anyone else besides Darius. You couldn't pray to anybody else besides the king. So Daniel, he went out and prayed to Yahweh Shema Shai 3 times a day. And he was cast into the den, the lion's den, and the mouth of those lions was shut up, and Daniel, he was not consumed. Daniel even ate in front of those lions because he didn't defer from the wisdom. He didn't despise the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord told us to cry out to him, pray to him only, bow down to him only, no one else. And he was rewarded. He was delivered. He was brought through that tribulation. So the same thing is gonna happen for us, man. We just gotta move in that mindset, move in that wisdom. Don't defer from it. And don't lose faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, because he got us. He is all powerful. Hey, even the King Darius said that. He said, hey, because he loved Daniel. Because Daniel was so wise. And he said, hey man, your power, hey, he can deliver you from this situation. And he did. And this is a heathen. You know? So we gotta have that same mindset, that same faith. That Yahweh Shema Shai can deliver us from the hands of death, and he will, man, because we are leaning on his wisdom, on his word, what he has told us to do. Believe that. So hey, I pray this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do will. And salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that are pushing his word with truth, sincerity, and charity. Shalom, wa, ababa ball.